So we managed to move a lot of the materials into the garden. The sacks that were here, we moved some over into the other sacks. And then the sacks that were in the drive, we moved over to the garden as well. That way we could have space for the car to park. This is what the building site looks like now. We've got our lintels, our steel lintel to go over the door. The foundations cured. It's been well over a month now since we poured that in. And then we have our rotting point for the drainage. And over on the other side, we've already filled or backfilled where the drain was with pea shingle and some of the aggregate and soil. And yeah, so it's still a bit of a mess. But we're planning to start the first course of bricks up to the DPC, and then we'll start laying out all the aggregate and sub base on the floor. We've got our line set up for the bricks. We made sure it was all square. We don't want to start bricklaying while it's raining, so we're gonna put things on hold for now. As soon as the weather improves, we can start laying the bricks. Our footings weren't perfectly level, so my dad's had to cut some of the engineering brick by around half thickness. We are up to DPC and we are laying down aggregate ready for compaction, and then we're gonna lay the sand blinding on top of that so that we can put the DPM on top. There's at least 150 millimeters above ground level for building regulations, and we have 140 millimeter thick blocks to support the RSJ beam going along the middle. Underneath that, you've got the lintel to make sure there isn't any weight load on the actual pipe. You can see a glimpse of it right there. The DPM is going on, and we're also lapping the DPC on top of that. We're gonna have another strip of this going along here. The building inspector's coming today to inspect the DPC just to make sure it's at the right levels above the ground. And once he gives us the go-ahead, we can pour the concrete. We're about to pour the concrete slab. We've got the DPM jointed to tape. We hired an extra mixer just so we can get through it all today. That's the plan anyway. Rain, rain, go away. The show must go on. And we're just making the mix a bit more drier than usual. At least it's not pouring. The concrete slab is still curing. It's touch dry, but still slightly wet. We're gonna leave it as is, and we're gonna continue the rest of the build after it's cured, probably tomorrow. That way we can walk over it and start building the walls from there. Also, our neighbor's cat decided they wanted to have a little stroll through our slab. The BCO advised that the DPM lacked the DPC by 100 mil. It's basically the width of the brick. So I'm just going along the edges here and cutting off the excess. We're finally starting the wall. Above the DPC, that is. You can see our resident bricklayer here. She's a vet bricky. Look at that. Ooh. Those skills. And her assistant. But yeah, looking good so far. I wasn't even recording.
You're such a knee.